Hey, welcome to this YouTube channel. And in this video, I will share how you can create your email sequence and then attach it with your landing page, right? So let's say you have email course that you want to deliver to your subscribers, a 3-day, 5-day email course, and you want to create that sequence where it goes one day and then after another day. So you create that entire sequence. So for this, I have already created a sequence for one of my client, and I'll be just showing you that. So please stay tuned. And as you said that you wanted to create an email sequence for your course that you're creating. So for that, we first have to go to Groovemail. And once you are in Groovemail, if you are logging in for the first time, you will have to create a sender ID there. So to create a sender ID, you have to go to the settings and to senders. Right, so sender ID is basically an ID by which all your emails will go, right? So let's create a new sender ID, and the sender ID. So I'll just write your name here, Natalie, and sender name, sender email. I'll just put my email here, Ankit @ So it should be on your domain. Yeah, it should not be a Gmail, because if you do from a Gmail, the chances are that the emails will go to spam. So I will just copy the same email for reply email as well. Like for example, for where our reply will come. And the default, you can click it here if you want to use the same email ID for all the emails that you will send from this account. If not, just cancel it. For now, we will just keep it default and then save. And then you have to fill, we filled this one, and now we have to fill the business info. So there should be an unsubscribe text, the text which people will see once they unsubscribe to your email. So it can be anything like, thank you. No, not thank you. Can be anything. So let's say, sorry to let you go. We will improve in future, whatever. And company name, blogging address, Mumbai, India, and save. So now your sender ID is created. Okay. So after this, you have to go to you have to create a list, like that where the people who will come through your landing page, where they will go. So for them, we will have to go to leads, and then we will have to create a list. Yeah. So let's create a list now. And this software is taking so much of time in loading. So it says you currently don't have any list. Create new list to create one new list. Okay, so we will give a list the name Natalie demo. Description: this is a demo account, and create list. Okay, once the list is created, we have to go to automations. Okay, so we go to automations and we set up the automation, that what kind of automation we want. So basically it tells Groove that what happens when someone fills their name and email ID. So again, don't have any automation, create one new. So we will name this automation as monthly demo auto. And we select that, when the if and then, there are two conditions here. So if what happens, then what will happen, right? So if someone subscribes to a list, lead subscribes to a list, there are many things that you can do: unsubscribe, tag, leads fills forms, or sequence, purchase product, whatever. There are many things, but for now our goal is to send an email automation once someone subscribes to our list, the list that we just created right now. Yeah, so a lead subscribes to a list. Now which list? So we have already here the list that we created, Netflix demo, and add. Okay, then what happens? Then we have to subscribe to a sequence, but we have not created any sequence yet. Okay, so first we will have to create a sequence, because once the list subscribes, what happens to them? What should be the first email? What should be the second email? What should be the third email? So we have not defined that yet. Okay. So, ideally we should select this, subscribe to a sequence, but here we don't have any sequence. Okay. So first we will have to create a sequence. Okay. So how do we create that? We go to campaigns, and then we will again come to automation to set up these sequence. Yeah. We'll go to campaigns. And in campaigns, we have two types, broadcast and sequence. So broadcast is basically the emails that you want to send to, just an email that you want to send today. So you can make a broadcast and you can send to everyone. And the sequence is for people who are coming through a route that we have decided, through a landing page and then to a list, and then what happens to them. So this runs more on automation, that, you don't have to write emails every day. You just wrote, and this works in background. Okay, so we select sequence, and it says you don't have verify sender details. Please add. So okay, we have not verified yet. You remember, right? We created a sender ID here, but we did not verify it. Okay, so it shows verification no. So I'll have to go to my inbox and I'll have to verify it first. Okay, so ideally this should have come to my inbox, and there is a link given in the mail. So once you click that link, it verifies your account. Yeah. So here is the GrooveFunnels email verification email that I have received. Finally, this email is sent by Groovepages to verify your email, and there should be a link inside. It's taking so much time to open. Okay, so verify. You click on verify, it opens a new window and says verification is successful. Okay, so this is done. Now we come back again here, and we'll just refresh this page, and ideally this should turn from no to yes, that it is verified now. And once this is verified, we will be able to create the sequence. So see, this is now verified. Yeah. So now we will go back to campaigns and we will create a sequence. So now the top thing is gone and we can create a sequence. So I will just name this sequence actually demo sequence. Description: this is our demo account, and I will create a sequence. So basically, sequence, for any sequence to start, there should be a trigger. Like, what happens that after happening that particular thing, the first email should go. You're getting my point, yeah? So we should add a trigger. So in our case, once you click on here, add trigger, you will see three options. So the first option is either there should be a tag, then this email sequence will shoot, or it should be in a list, then this email should shoot, or the third option is form. So if the email is subscribed to any particular form, then this email should shoot. So here we are selecting list because we have already created a list, and then we will select that. If any person who goes to the Netly demo list, automatically the first email should go. Okay. So we'll just select this Netly, and I will select done here. So you see in the list here, there is 1, and here form 0 and tag 0, because there are multiple ways where you can start a sequence. Okay. So now the trigger is set. Now what should be the first email? So to start the first email, we will go here, send email, click on send email, and name here should be Netly codes email 1. And I will just copy paste the same thing in subject. And preview is basically when you can leave it empty, and it is what shows to us before we open the email, and this usually shows after the subject, so it can be anything like preview, this is a demo course, and then it should be your message here. This is the first email. And change the status from inactive to active, and we'll just check it here again. This you don't have to do anything because send, greet, and groove. So gateway server should be groove mail, and obviously we have created this one, right? Netly, because the sender ID basically. So active and done. Now you will see here the first email is created in the sequence. Now what happens after first email? So you can send all the three emails continuously, within a minute or two, or you can add a break between them. So like the first email goes today, and then the second email goes after 24 hours, and the third email goes after 24 hours. So how do you do that? To do that, you have to go to the time delay. Go to time delay, and you see this marks an arrow, like this function will happen only one after this function, right? So in time delay, what happened? There are three options right after previous step. So if you select this one, this email will go just after the first one is delivered. And then there is second option, which is wait a number of days and hours, and third one is wait until a specific date. So the until specific date is something, when you have a function or any particular thing that is on a particular date, and you want to send this email only on that particular date. So in that case, you will select this one. And if not, then we will select the second one, which says that, you have to wait for a particular number of days or hours. So we will select here days, and I will select here 1 day, right? So the second email will go after 1 day of sending the first email. So this is all marked, and I will then select here active and done. Okay, so email 1, and then the time delay has come. Okay, now the second email. So again, I will click here send email, and again just put it here, Nathalie email 2. Everything goes same. Just copy this, subject this, preview this, and email 2. This is just a demo. Yeah? You obviously you have to write here the things that you want to send, and again done. And the email 2 is also created, and again we will have to put a time delay, because the third email we want to send after again 24 hours. So again, same thing, wait for a number of days. How many days? We want to wait 1 day, and done. And then similarly, email 3, third email, click here, and this can go up and down like this. Just you have to left click the mouse, and it can drag and drop. So we'll click the third email, and third email again will be email 3. And just copy paste everywhere, just for the sake of using time, and done. Yeah. So now, as all your 3 emails are done, you can see that, right? Email 1, 1 day delay, email 2, 1 day delay, and email 3, 1 day delay. So now what happens after this? So after this, you can either end this automation, or you can put them on another sequence. So suppose you like this was your free course. So you have created only 3-day sequence here. Now suppose you have another 7-day course which you have created in doing the same way, creating sequence. So what you can do is you can here again choose to subscribe to list. So if you do subscribe to list here, they go to another list, and obviously then if you would have created the list, there would you can see here another list. So then you can just select it here, and these all the people who are going through this, they will go to the another sequence. Okay, so if not, then you can just simply delete it. So if it's not deleting it, probably you can delete it later, and then save. So now your sequence is ready, right? Now, once the sequence is ready, you remember, right? We have to go to automation. I mean, the place where we went first, but it said you don't have any sequence. So now we have to go to automation, and you don't have any automation, new automation. Now, automation. And if what happens, if someone subscribes to our list, lead subscribes to list, which list? Nathalie demo list. Add, then what happens? Then what happens is they should go through a sequence, right? Subscribe to a sequence. Which sequence? Nathalie demo sequence. Add and save. Right? So now we have our automation ready. Okay? If this happens, anyone subscribe to Nathalie demo list, they go to Nathalie demo sequence. and then you see the play button here. We have to just play it. I mean, basically it's like active. You have to activate it. So now once this is activated, now so basically your entire thing is ready. Okay. Now the question comes is, that how you have done. Basically, there is a form. So this form should be used on your landing page to collect the email ID and name, because as of now, GrooveFunnels does not have a direct integration with GrooveMail. If there would have been another email software like ActiveCampaign Aweber, then we could have done it directly, directly going to the landing page email form and then selecting from there. But in case of Groovepages, there is no direct integration. So we have to create a form. So I'm not sure which way you have done. But anyway, I'll still show you the form method. So if you have not done, then you can simply follow this one. So go to forms and create a form. Okay, forms, create a form. So this is, I have already created 2 forms, but I will create one more. New form. Okay, I'll just name this form demo form. Save. And inside the form, what all things that we need. Okay, so by default there are 2 things are given, email and first name. So let's say you need a phone number as well. So you go to new field and you select from here. Phone, and then save. Okay, if you need more things, go again new field and probably country. So save. So now we have 4 things: email, first name, phone, country, right? And then we click save and next. Now here comes single opt-in or double opt-in. So basically single opt-in means whoever subscribes to your list directly goes to your list. Okay, there's nothing in between. And the double opt-in is basically whoever subscribed to your list, they have to go to their email inbox and verify that that they still choose to be in your list. So we'll select the single opt-in, but just to see, we go to double opt-in and see what all things are there. So here we have send by email and send by SMS. So how you will send the email confirmation email that you want to send. So send by email, and then again same thing goes here. You have to select sender ID and then confirmation content. What should be the content? Subject line should be please open this email to verify your email, and then preview and the subject copy, whatever, right? And then confirmation page. So where you have a verification link, and then when you click on the verification link, it takes us to another page. So here you have the option for that where you want to take your audience, right? So just to keep it simple, we will select here single opt-in. Okay, but you already know that how to do double opt-in as well here, and we'll click on save and next. So now it asks welcome email settings. So welcome email means whoever subscribes to your list, we will send the welcome email from here. But we will select don't send, because we have already set up an email sequence. Remember, right? Email 1, 2, 3. So we don't want to send anything further. So we'll select don't send, and we will select save and next. So once you select save and next, there are 3 options here that what happens to these people. Do they get? Should we subscribe them to a list, or should we add any tags, or should we add them to a sequence, right? So we can add them to a sequence from here as well. You see, there is an option, yes, subscribe them to a sequence. So if you do that, there is an option to which sequence, Netly demo sequence, yeah. But we are not doing that from here, so I'll just select don't subscribe to any sequence from here, because we have already done that in a automation part. Also tags, I'm not doing anything. We will subscribe to a list. So which list? Netly demo list. Okay, add. So now this is done, and we go to save and next, and congratulations. What we have done is created our form. So we go to JavaScript code and we take this form. We copy it, and now we go to our landing page. So this is the landing page where I have already used a form. So this is the form, and okay, so I'll just delete it so I can show you again. So to delete, just click on the form and you will see this bin box here. Just confirm, and this is deleted. Okay. And to add a form, what you have to do is you have to go to elements, and then others. You will see an option here, others, yeah, and then code embed. So we will just drag and drop this code embed here, right, just below, and I have just dropped it here. And there we will get an option to paste the code that we have just copied after creating the form, right? Okay, so I'll just click it here, and it should get me an option here like a small settings or a kind of thing. Okay, so you see this one, this is the one that we have just dropped, and here is a settings, right? I'll just click on settings, and it opens a edit source code. So I'll just paste the code that I have copied, okay, and then click save. So the form is now pasted here, and so it's just pasting the form here, and I will just save it and publish this page. Okay, so I save, and after it gets saved, I will publish the page, and then we will check that whether our automation is working or not the way that we have defined it. Okay, so I'll just publish the page, go to publish. Okay, so this is published now, yeah. So I'll just go to this link, and I will now enter an email. So let the form load. Here we have entered the form. Okay, excuse me. So I'll just enter the email as Ankit Singh, first name, Ankit from India. And here, as I've already used this email ID multiple times, so I'll just make it new. I mean, I will just make Groove think that it is new. So for that, I'll just add 5 test. And you can add this plus test to any email ID, so that it becomes a new email ID, and the system will not consider it as a repeated email ID, so that a new sequence should shoot based on the email, right? So I will just submit. Okay, now I have to go to this my email ID and see whether I have received the first email or not. So if I have received, then this is the sequence that and yeah, this is the part, like thank you page that you can decide in the while creating the form as well. While creating the form, that what should be the thank you page. So groovefunnels.com was the page that I had created as thank you page. Okay, now this is my email, and ideally I should get the first email that we have just created in the Nathalie demo sequence. Yeah. Okay, so no, this is just the verification one. Probably it's taking some time. Ideally, it should come as we filled the form. So I'll just check it in spam. Has it gone to spam for any reason? Yeah, so it has gone to spam, though I am not very much sure why it has gone to spam, but again, it's just disappeared from the spam automatically, and probably it has gone to, yeah, see, it has automatically come to inbox. So yes, our sequence is working, right? So this is the created name that I created for you, Nathalie, and Nathalie course email 1, right? This is the first email. So yes, everything is working perfect. You see, from Ankit at HighBlogging that I created the sender, right? And reply to also I set it Ankit Singh, and to this was my email ID, and this was the subject. So yeah, great. So everything is working fine. You see, this 1 minute this email has received just now, and it's good that it did not go to spam, though I thought it might go to, but it automatically came to inbox. But sometimes it can go to spam. So if you do, for the first time, it can go to spam, because the your email servers are very new. I mean, your particular ID is very new, and the Gmail is very intelligent these days. And they most emails, if they see a new and the account is new, so they put first in spam. But obviously, if your relation with your audience is good, and they reply to your emails, so once people reply to your emails, Gmail thinks that obviously it should be a genuine sender, or else why do people will reply? So if it goes to spam, do not worry. With some time, it should be rectified, and your emails should at least come to this one, the promotions tab, if not primary. So the promotions tab, and there's one more tab which I don't have activated. That's called, I think, upgrades or something like that. So yes, it should come, and the first email has come. And as we said, the sequence to we said the delay of 1 day, right? So tomorrow, I mean, at the same time, nearly I should get the email 2, and then again day after tomorrow, I should get email 3. Okay. Okay, so that was all about how you have to connect your Groove mail to Groove pages. And if you need any more information on Groove funnels, how you can use it in your business, or how you can use any other feature, you can subscribe to this channels and watch more videos. And also you can connect with me personally on my messenger. And if there's something that I can help you personally, I'll be surely willing to help you with that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video.